TG, for the first time in the 23 years of our democracy, the ANC has a real fear of losing an election, which is 2 years away. One, in your analysis, why is the party in this position? And two, you talk about how if the elective conference does not show a united leadership, the ANC will face that prospect of losing an election. But at the moment you've got, I think the SG put it at 9 presidential contenders. How do you deal with that, and why do you think for the first time in the ANC's history were they? So maybe the first one, to answer the first one, in your analysis, why is the ANC in this position that it's in?
I think there is no party that can stay with the same level of support when there are changing generations of voters, changing generations of leaders, and changing environment, political environment in which it's operating. And, effectively the ANC has brought in a lot of changes into the country. The changes in the country have actually remained with a number of challenges which are unresolved. And we talk about the issues of poverty, inequality, and so on.
Yes.
I think, firstly, we need to understand that there are real issues, which would be objective issues, and then there would be subjective weaknesses. Okay. On the objective issues, in the first instance, over 23 years, you have still found a lot that needs to be done in terms of creating jobs, in terms of addressing inequality, addressing poverty, and this is real. And so people who are sitting there and looking at 23 years are going to ask the question, but how long are we going to wait for? And I think it's a genuine question, and therefore it calls on us to be a lot more creative about what is it that needs to be done differently to try and assist to expedite the resolution of those particular challenges. Those issues are for us quite important and quite fundamental, because those are the ones that determine, whether people will continue to support the ANC or not. Now, but linked to that is the fact that so much has been done that everybody's expectations and aspirations have been lifted. So they don't just expect that you would have, they don't just celebrate that you have done 4 million houses. They expect twice as many or 4 times as many more houses. It's not just about the fact that you have got electricity and water, but when you get a drought, everybody feels the pressure a lot more than they would have done if they had not had water into their houses. So when you got someone who's got electricity into the house, but they can't afford a TV and they cannot afford to pay for their additional things that they need, they are obviously going to raise the question. If somebody's already got a nice concrete subsidized house, and all of a sudden they feel that there are too many, the kids have grown now, so they want to have a 5-bedroomed house, they're obviously going to start feeling that, look, something has to happen. And so that's a combination of the issues that we have to face in reality as the ANC. It therefore begins to question a lot of things. Was it, is our policies adequate? Is the government doing what it should be doing? Are we servicing people? Are the services being delivered? And all of those questions. Now, those questions are what begins to create an issue between ourselves and our people.